trying to get this up so we can see a little bit of light. Okay, alrighty. Let's see if you can see me a little bit more. Maybe I still have this thing on night. No, I don't. I have it on. That's night. That's day. All right. So hopefully you guys can see me. Trying not to use any light. Just use the regular light. So basically, back on helping my mom and dealing with her thing. Dang, that light didn't even help, y'all. It didn't help at all. So, anywho, I was trying to help talk to my mom and do some things that I was supposed to do a couple of months early, what God was just telling me to do. And you know how you get hesitant, you get scared because it's something different. And it's like, okay, you're taking a leap of faith and everybody else is doing, something else. And then you look at what you've seen in the past and everybody is like looking like they're having fun and everything. You want to be a part of that, but you know deep down inside that you no longer fit in that perspective, in that place anymore. Case in example, I was, like I told you, I was talking about my mom. I was talking about my mom. I was talking to my mom and with her issues and everything and finding alternatives for her so that she won't have to live in a asylum, because that's what that mental hospital is. It's a mental hospital. They do different ways, but still at the same time, you really don't have a life. You're stuck in a space like a nursing home almost. And I already made that promise that I was not going to let that happen to my mother. I couldn't control what happened with my grandmother, but I can control what happens to my mom, to a certain extent, she allows me to help her. And so I was talking to her about that and she was okay. She finally gave in and said, yes, she wanted to, go in and move in. So I started looking at other alternatives, how she can get in, how she can live here without her living with me. Push come to shove, she will live with me. But if I don't have to, then there's no need. She can have her own place and I can just be very close by where she has caregivers or people who, come in and check on her. So I went to go call my cousin, which, how people grow up as your cousins, like really, really close. So I was trying to call her because I knew that she had the same issue with her mom when her mom became paralyzed and couldn't walk anymore, So I was trying to get in contact with her and I finally got in contact with her, but it was like pulling teeth and nail. And I'm like, she was acting as if she was so busy, but she really wasn't. So I was just like, you know what? I still tried to try, but I was like, you know what? Like, I have to step back. Like, it's obvious that she does not want to help me. She does not want to have a conversation with me. Or she thinks, and I've already explained what the purpose was. It wasn't like I just said, call me. I went down and I explained the issues that I was dealing with me, which was me helping my mom get back on her feet and everything. And I needed some advice and some help from her. She did not reach out to me. She did not respond back to me at all. So I was like, dang, but she did respond back. And I'm like, what did I do something to her? Sometimes we can feel like people are doing really are ignoring us for no reason, and I was trying to look like, did I offend her? No, I didn't offend her. I didn't even say anything to her or anything like that. I haven't talked to her in like months, years, whatever. So anywho, I didn't get help from her. So I started going around and I was like, I already couldn't get help from certain people already in my family because they believe that she needs to be just locked up. She needs to be institutionalized, period. And my views are different, especially since I've went through this journey and I've seen the benefits of people who are given second chances when they're dealing with mental illness, when they have a stable support system. I work in that field now. So I was like, let me go look online. I started looking online, and one of the things that one of the girls said online, I couldn't even remember her name, but she started talking about how when you're doing something different, some people are just going to try to run away from you at all costs. It has nothing to do with you, and they're usually doing the same stuff. And she was like, the people who are avoiding you, look at what they're doing and look at what you're doing. And I was like, dang, like, is that true? So I started looking at all the people, even the cousin that I was reaching out to, and I'm like looking at them, and they're doing the same thing. They're partying, they just going on about their life like nothing is going to change, like nothing has happened recently. Like that's how they're going. It's just like, okay, wouldn't you think, like, even since, even with the pandemic, I'm not even going to talk about spiritual because that's a whole nother level, and a lot of people can't obtain that. But even dealing with that, wouldn't you think that you would want to change up or prepare or do anything? No, you sitting there partying. Everybody, what I can get from somebody, what I'm, my birthday's here, I want to party. Like, nobody's preparing. Nobody's getting themselves ready. So I was like, you know what? I understand this. I understand this more than anything. I have to lean on God during this time. I really do. I have to lean on God, and He's going to show me the people, even through my circumstances and everything that I was going through. I had to trust. I didn't get help from the people that I knew. It was strangers. God blessed me with strangers who helped me. So I know that this time it is going to be almost the same way, if not more, or people who I didn't look, or people that I probably disregarded, because we all disregard some people, if you be honest with yourself. Some people that you disregarded and you didn't think had enough sense or energy or expertise in the field to go and help you in that manner. So to do it. So yeah, that's what I'm on now. I'm just trying to find a place for my mom, and that's why I wanted to create Patricia Sanctuary, because I know and I've seen it firsthand from my mom and other people, how the change can be so effective from living in a mental institution or an asylum to living in, society with the assistance of others. Like, yeah, and then it's so crazy how some people will say, yeah, you need to go and try to get help. But then when they do, no matter what it is, you need to try to get help to make your life better. But when they try to, they push them off to the side, and that's okay if you don't know how to help a person. It's okay to say you can get help other places, somewhere else, but don't try to deter them, But I will say this to anybody. Things that I'm learning is that everybody's not going to be on this ride with you. I don't care how close they are. Everybody's not thinking the same thing. Everybody's not built the same way. What can I say about this? If something is in your heart, and it doesn't matter if anyone is validating it. If it's something in your heart, God placed it into there in your heart, your true heart, and you work on that. You do that no matter what anyone is saying, no matter what is going on the outside. After looking at that video, when that lady was telling me all what was going on and how people are doing the same things, and it's because you're elevating and you have a different perspective. When I started looking, and I always say that, but then I don't know why it didn't click in my head anyway. When I looked on Facebook, because usually I don't go on Facebook too deep. When I looked on Facebook, I started noticing, the lifestyles that they had. Hell, everybody's looking like they're rich, but they don't have anything. And I'm looking like a pauper. I don't have anything, but, it's mine. It's my thoughts. So keep going ahead, keep going, keep pushing. Don't let anyone deter you from what God has placed on your heart. And sometimes that means walking along. Sometimes that means looking crazy. Sometimes that means being ridiculed. Sometimes that's being the outcast, So Yeah, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to make another video after this because I want to tell y'all what happened when I was walking my dog. So hopefully something I said or done will help you on your journey. Please stay tuned to Journey to Jerusalem, and bye.